And welcome to City TV Sports coverage of Game 2 of a doubleheader between Huron and Saline. We are just about to get underway. Leading off for the Hornets, center fielder Gage Hammond. And we are underway here on the campus of Huron High School. First pitch is outside for a ball. Next one in the dirt. Next pitch is in for a strike, making the count 2-1.
Number 18, Grant Strickler on the mound for the second game of this doubleheader here for the Huron River Rats.
Next pitch is swung on. Fly ball lifted to center field. Going over be the left fielder making the catch for the out. One down for the Hornets. It's going to bring Andrew White to the mount, or to the plate rather. Here's the pitch. In for a strike. White was dropping to bunt. Pulled the bat back. It was a straight call anyway. Here's the next pitch from Strickler. Inside, ball one. This pitch is swung on. And that'll into left field for a base hit. Or right field.
Andrew White, a little poke going opposite field there.
Runner on first, one down. Well, that'll bring up Justin Goike playing first base in game number 2. Throw over to first. White gets back. This pitch is inside. White will advance to second base. Pitch gets past the catcher. Runner in scoring position for Goike. Strickler checks the runner. Pitch is swung on, fouled back to the screen. Pitch is on the outside corner for a called strike. This pitch is swung on. Grounder to third. Mishandled. And Goike's going to be safe at first.
Line shot right to the third baseman there. It was in his glove, popped out. It's still a tough play to make. You can't blame the third baseman on that one.
White stays at second.
Number 17, the shortstop, Austin Hawk.
Austin Hawk to the plate. First and second, one down. Strickler checks the runner at second. And pitches outside for ball one.
Saline starting this one off the way they started off the first game of this doubleheader, getting some men on base.
Pitch is on its way. It's up high. Ball two. The pitch is swung on and fouled back out of play. Better check your windshield there, Nick.
You know, I was just thinking that. I think I'm parked over there. Gotta watch out for that. Keep that in mind for next time.
Well, think of it on the bright side. You have a souvenir to take home with you. Next pitch is grounded up the middle. Shortstop will grab it, relay to first. Not in time. A runner at second is out. Well, 2 down. Runners at first and third. And A.J. Korzik steps to the plate.
Korzik 1 for 3 in the last game with an RBI. He's got another RBI opportunity out there for him right now.
First pitch is swung on. That's strike 1. Korzik's going to have to come up with a 2-out hit. X1 is catches the inside part of the plate. Runner advances from first to second, eliminating the force play at second.
Classic high school baseball right there, but as you know, defense doesn't even care. Let him have that one. Not worth the effort.
2 runners in scoring position now for Saline. Pitch is swung on.
Just foul.
Foul out of play.
White had to duck out of the way of that one. Always kind of a dicey feeling being that man on third base with that righty up.
Yeah, just make sure you're in foul territory. So you don't get called out by getting hit by a ball. A soft liner to short. And record the out for out number 3. And Riverets keep him off the scoreboard. We head to the bottom of the first. Saline nothing, and Huron coming to the plate. Oh, better start here in game 2 for the Riverets. Saline scoring in the first inning of the first game, and game 2, they kept them off the scoreboard, so good start for the Riverets. Now warm-up pitches are over for Saline.
Number 1, the shortstop,
Meech Sims will step in for Huron to lead the game off. First pitch is swung on and lined into center field. Base hit. Sims at first.
Sims loves to come up there and take a hack at that first pitch. And he's been pretty successful with that so far as well.
number 3, the center fielder, Victor Phillips.
Here's the pitch from Brent Vaccaro. Low for ball one. Vaccaro checks the runner. Throw over to first base. Sims without a very big lead over there at first, easily back in.
Not a big lead, but he looks quick and he looks ready to run too, so they want to keep an eye on him, I'm sure.
Here's the pitch, swung on. Grounder to second. Tags a runner heading from second to first, and the throw to first is in time for the double play. Sims erased from the base paths.
Once again, just quality defense from Saline.
Nasheed Bass will bat for Huron here. First pitch is in for a strike. Pitch from Vaccaro is on the inside corner of the plate. For strike two. Here's a look at that double play on the replay. Big kick by Vaccaro. That pitch is up high. Swing on, grounder to first. And Goike can't handle it. A big hop over his glove. And Bass is safe at first. It looked like that ball kind of Goike got played by that ball instead of playing the ball. Kind of bad hop over his shoulder.
Yeah, hard hit ball just off the infield right. You know, you did the right thing though. He stayed in front of it. He got down on it. Just like you said, played him a little bit.
Pitch from Vaccaro, swung on, grounded to short, quick flip over to second, and that is the third out of the inning. Oh, Huron gets a runner on board, can't do anything with them. We head to the top of the second inning, no score. Strickler finishes his warm-up throws.
Got a nice zoom in there, but you see lots of fans enjoying this game here so far today. And again, can't blame them. Beautiful day out here in Ann Arbor for a game like this.
First pitch is in for a strike. Next pitch from Strickler in the dirt, ball one.
Freshman lefty Trent Dyson, big first game. He was 1 for 2 with a home run. Looking to lead off Saline here.
Next pitch is outside. Tyson with a deep fly ball to right field over the fence in game number 1. Another ball. That'll make it 3-1 on Tyson.
A lot of patience up the plate there for a freshman.
Waggles that white bat. Here's the pitch. It's outside. Ball 4. And Tyson is on with a base on balls.
Number 11, the third baseman, Andrew Valentine.
Andrew Valentine will bat for the first time today for the Hornets, playing third in game 2. There's a throw over to first. It's a wild one. It's past the first baseman, and Tyson is over on second base.
If you're Huron, you hate to see that mistake compounded from the walk and then the error for the throw down to first.
Pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Now, second straight inning, Saline has a runner in scoring position. Strickler checks the runner. Here's the pitch. It's outside. There's a bunt attempt by Valentine towards first base. The throw is over in time for the out. Advance the runner to third.
Beautiful bunt down the first base line to move the runner from second to third. Exactly what you're supposed to do right there.
Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Opportunity for Justin Barnes. Pitch is swung on. A pop up to shallow left. And nice play by the shortstop, making the catch. That'll make it out number 2. Stephen Hastings at the plate. Strickler's pitch in for a called strike.
Hastings steps in. He was 2 for 3 in last game. Seemed to be seeing the ball very well.
Next pitch is on the way. It's outside. Next pitch is swung on. Up the middle. Base hit into center field. That'll score the run. And Saline will draw first blood in game number 2. They go up 1-0 on the single by Hastings. It's going to bring the top of the lineup to the plate. Gage Hammond. A delayed throw over to first by Strickler. Hastings is back. There's a pitch swung on. Fly ball lifted to center field. Going back on it. Nice catch out there in center field for out number 3. Saline scores 1, and we head to the bottom of the second with Saline up 1-0 over Huron here on City TV Sports.
Thanks for getting Spidey. Sorry about that.
Number 12, the designated hitter, David Leipold.
David Leipold will lead off for Huron here in the bottom of the second inning. Here's a pitch from Vaccaro. In for a strike. Next pitch is inside.
Leipold 0 for 3 in that first game, but a lot of 0 fors for the Huron River Rats in that first game. Just speaks to what Justin Goike was able to accomplish.
Here's the next pitch on the way. Curveball in for a strike. I'll leave it at 2-2. Next pitch is swung on, and that's going to drop in for a base hit to right field. I'll run around first.
Number 9, the second baseman, Jonathan Weatherspoon.
Now Jonathan Weatherspoon at the plate for Huron, playing second base this game. First pitch is outside. Looked like Weatherspoon was attempting to bunt there. Pulled
Or
the
maybe
bat back.
Maybe just give him the old fakey bunt.
Here's the pitch. It's bunted down the first baseline. Picked up by Vaccaro. The throw to first is in time for the out. And Weatherspoon gets the job done, advancing the runner down to second base. One out.
Number 10, the first baseman,
River Rats trying to manufacture some runs here.
That'll bring Max Tiener to the plate. Huron with its first opportunity with a runner in scoring position. First pitch is in for a strike. Look, an off-speed pitch there, dropping into the strike zone. Ferrero checks the runner, swung on. Down the right field line. Fair ball. Tiener will head to second with the double. And the run scores. And we're tied at 1.
Big cheer from the home faithful here for that one. Understandably so. Great hit. Great piece of hitting. And Huron's first run here of the day.
Pitch is swung on and missed. Next pitch is a ball. That'll leave it at 1-1. The pitch is fouled back to the screen.
Number 8, Luke Johns here, up at the plate. Taking some big hacks.
Pitch is fouled down the first baseline, out of play. There's a very young river rat reclaiming that ball. Next delivery is low. I'll make it a 2-2 count on Johns. This pitch is swung on. Grounder to second. Over first for the out. Runner advances to third. That'll make it 2 outs for the Rats. Runner on third.
Number 22, the right fielder,
DJ Haynes steps into the box.
Here's the pitch. In for a called strike. Let's see if Haynes can come up with a little 2-out knock here, and Huron can take the lead. Next pitch is a called strike. Haynes quickly an 0-2 count. Vaccaro gets the sign. Kicks and deals. Swung on. A foul back out of play. Looked like a protective swing from Haynes there. That keeps him alive for another pitch. Outside. Next pitch is in the dirt. I'll leave it at 2-2. Another foul out of play. And Haynes hanging in tough against Vaccaro.
Yeah, Haynes fresh off that bench, so he's going to come up there and try to do his thing.
And a swing and a miss, and Haynes is out on strikes. And that's going to do it. But Huron will score a run and tie it up. Heading to the top of the third, it's Saline and Huron tied at 1 here on City TV Sports.
The concession stand is still open. We have Champ's Pizza, pepperoni pizza, one hot dog, and plenty of other food and drink. So head to the concession stand.
And
Number 7, the second baseman, Andrew White.
Andrew White steps into the batter's box to start off the top of the third inning here. White with a single in that first inning.
Well, Strickler back to the mound for the River Rats. First pitch is in for a strike. Pitch is swung on. Grounder to short. Throw to first, and good for the out. One down. Going to bring Justin Goike to the plate.
Goike singled his first time up.
Strickler's pitch outside, ball 1. Next pitch catches the outside corner for a strike. Next one down low. Next pitch swung on. Foul out of play. Take a quick look at that foul. The third baseman couldn't handle that foul.
You know, the angle is that he was pretty much looking into the sun at that point in the game. Tough to draw a beat on it and close it out.
Oh, Goike takes a swing and a miss for strike number 3. He's down on strikes. So no harm, no foul on the misplayed foul. Goike's out. That'll bring up Austin Hauk. First pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Second one on the way. Inside, ball 2. Next one swung on, popped up on the infield. And handled for the out. That'll do it for Saline. We head to the bottom of the third. Still tied at 1 here on City TV Sports. Hope you're enjoying all the action here on City TV Sports. I'm Pete Poyer along with Nick Wisniewski with all the play-by-play call for you. If you want to see a replay of this game, you can always head to the internet and get a hold of us at a2gov.org/CTN and head to the on-demand tab and pull it up and watch it online. Oh, leading off the bottom of the third, Meech Sims. River at shortstop. Pitch from Vaccaro swung on, grounded right up the middle, and into center field for a base hit. Second straight hit for Sims in this game.
Sims 2 for 2 with a couple of nice pokes out there so far.
Number 3, center fielder, Victor Phillips.
Leadoff batter for Huron got on base last inning, scored. They're going to try to do the same here.
Well, Phillips squares to bunt. Pulls the bat back. Ball 1.
going right back to the playbook as last inning, maybe possibly trying to bunt the guy on first down to second.
Sims over there on first, dancing around a little bit, trying to get the pitcher's attention. Vaccaro will check him over there. He'll take his lead. Throw over to first. And Sims is back.
Sims jumped right back off that bag, though.
Another throw to first. Head first slide by Sims. Sims is doing his job over there, trying to occupy the pitcher's focus. Phillips squares to bunt and goes to VAR for a strike.
See the batter there keeping 1 foot in the batter's box per MHSAA rules.
Phillips squares the bunt again, right back to the pitcher. Throw to second, in time for the out. Heads up play by Vaccaro, getting that bunt as it was right back to him quickly and getting it to second base for the out. Oh, the sacrifice attempt goes for naught. 1 down. Take a look at that last play on the replay. There's the bunt right back to Vaccaro and quickly throws to second. Throw easily beats Sims to the base. So runner on first still, and 1 out now. And pitch from Vaccaro is in for a strike.
And a savvy play by the pitcher, Vaccaro. You know, once you get rid of that ball, you're just another infielder out there. And he did his job right. Went exactly where he was supposed to go.
Quick throw over to first. And it got him. Picked him off. Phillips is picked off at first. And Vaccaro is on the ball here in this 3rd inning. Get a quick look at it on the replay. And Phillips, just a little hesitation move before he dove back to first, and that was enough to tag him out. Well, base is empty, 2 outs. Pitches outside. Carl kicks and deals, swung on. Fly ball lifted to right field. Went back on it and making the catch for the 3rd out. Or check it, he mishandled it. The runner is safe at second. It looked like he had made that catch out there, but
like the ball just popped out of his glove. He totally had a read on it.
Had a beat on it the whole way, and his eyes are getting a little old out here.
Now you gotta have a little conference there between the catcher and the pitcher. Catcher saying, "Hey man, not that one, not your fault. Don't worry about that runner at second. We got 2 down. Just get this guy at the plate."
Pitch just swung on and fouled back. Carl checks the runner. Next pitch is swung on. Grounder to short. Throw to first is in time for the 3rd out. Oh, the mishandle out in right field does not damage the Hornets, and we head to the top of the 4th inning, and we remain at a 1-1 tie, Saline and Huron, here from the campus of Huron High School.
Number 18, AJ Korzik stepping in here to start off fourth inning.
The designated hitter, AJ Korzik.
Well, a completely different tenor to this game, Nick. Game 1, Saline scored early and often, took that 4-0 lead. This game, Saline did score first, but Huron came right back and tied the game. Korzik is hit with a pitch. He'll head down to first. Certainly seeing a lot more solidly played game from the River Rats in this Game 1, or rather Game 2, than in Game 1.
Agreed. It seems like they've done a pretty good job of shaking off that first game.
Catcher will head out to the mound. It's time for Strickler to get a couple words of encouragement this time around.
Maybe not even a couple. That was a quick visit.
A little bit of a pitch out there, looking for the runner to steal a base. Nothing doing. Throw over to first. Korzik is back. It's on the way, swung on. Line drive to center, over the head of the center fielder, all the way to the fence. Diesel hits second. Here's a throw home. It's not in time. The run will score. And safe at third.
Slid right under that tag. Looked like he was going to be out dead to rights at third, but savvy base running play.
Now, late break there from second to third. Well, Saline goes up 2-1 here in the top of the fourth. Andrew Valentine come to the plate. Here's a look at that replay. There's a relay. There, breaks late for third. And a throw from the catcher. It just gets in under the tag. Nice job down there in the truck on that replay.
Here's the ninth grader with some quick wheels there, muscling around. He's had some big hits so far today, too.
Valentine takes the first pitch for a ball. Pitch is swung on. That's going to drop in for a base hit. That's going to score another run for Saline. Valentine at first. Another run in for the Hornets, and they now lead 3-1. I certainly hope I didn't jinx the River Rats there. It's talking about how the tenor of this game was so much different than the first one.
You know, things can change so quickly in this game. I'm sure that's part of the reason why Coach Bigham is out there, talk to all of his guys, maybe slow down a little bit of this momentum that Saline's feeling right now. Justin Barnes steps in 0 for 1. Looking to keep this rally moving, though.
First pitch is in for a strike from Strickler. Say that fast 3 times. 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 Strickler checks the runner first, throw over. Valentine takes the lead off of first. The pitch outside.
I've noticed that all of these Saline runners get a nice secondary lead, and I think that's a big part of the issue with these Huron pitchers, keeping an eye on those guys, just always thinking that they might be going.
Another throw over to first. Head first dive by Valentine back into the base. This pitch is swung on. Grounder to second. Throw to first, relay to first, throw to second and first.
It's a nice double play right there. And it's exactly what Huron needed.
That'll erase the runner from the bases. Nobody on, 2 outs. Stephen Hastings steps in. Pitch from Strickler up high. Ball 1.
I see that double play again right there. Second baseman thought about going to first. Goes to second anyways. Gets him right down there at first. Close play, but they get 2.
Next pitch is swung on. Grounder to short. Throw to first is in time for the out. Another bang play at first. And Saline is out. They score 2. And we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Saline with a 3-1 lead over Huron here on City TV Sports. A couple of nice defensive plays in that inning for Huron. Something we didn't see in Game 1. They had a few miscues. They played much better defensively this game, too.
Yeah, Huron really worked themselves out of that jam after giving up 2 quick runs. Have a man on first, then turn that double play. Then again, a nice play to end the inning there.
Here's a look at that last play at first base.
Another close one.
Got him by a quarter step. His foot's coming down on the bag, but the ball is already in the glove.
And that slow-mo replay there, that's exactly how the umpire sees it out there. Out in right field. Just amazing eyes.
The designated hitter, David Leipold.
David Leipold will lead it off for Huron here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Leipold with a single his first time up, and a run scored.
Caro's first pitch in the dirt. Leipold swings. Grounder through the hole between third and short. Give Leipold a base hit. And their leadoff runner is on.
Second baseman, Jonathan Weatherspoon.
That'll bring Jonathan Weatherspoon to the plate. Jonathan beginning that double play in the top of the 4th at second. Carl will check the runner. Pitch catches the outside corner for strike 1.
And with Leipold reaching base, every leadoff hitter has been on for Huron so far in this game in every inning.
Well, that should lead to runs for the Rats. Next pitch, outside. Now Leipold takes his lead off of first. Pitch is a called strike. Vaccaro gets set. Throw over to first. Leipold with a head first dive. Back to the base.
Again, as the usual, keeping a close eye on those runners. Must be an Ann Arbor area thing. Just can't let them go.
That's a sign of aggressive base running. And both of these teams know each other. And that pitch drops in for called strike number 3, and Weatherspoon is out.
Number 10, first baseman, Max Teener.
Max Teener at the plate. Pitch from Vaccaro's down low. Next one is on the way. Swung on. Driven up the gap, but left fielder right there to make the catch. That's out number 2. Teener hit that on the screws, but right at the left fielder.
Didn't have many screws on my baseball bats growing up.
Yeah, well, maybe you grew up in a more genteel neighborhood.
It's a different era, maybe.
Thanks. Appreciate that, Nick. I owe you one. Next pitch outside. Here's the pitch. In for strike.
Luke Johns grounded out to the second baseman last time up. Trying to be tough with 2.
Next pitch is foul tipped. John stays alive. Here's the pitch, and that drops in for strike 3. Johns is called out on strikes. Huron gets a base runner on, but can't do anything with it. And we head to the top of the 5th. Saline leading Huron 3-1. Grant Strickler back out to the mound for the River Rats. There's a look at Strickler taking his warm-up tosses.
And our gorgeous CTN van in the background there. Looking good.
No showboating, cameraman. Our set. Ready to begin the top of the 5th inning.
Leadoff hitter Gage Hammond ready to go. 0 for 2 so far today.
First pitch, inside corner, strike 1. Next one is over the head of Hammond. Well, that one just got away from Strickler, excuse me. Next one is outside. Next pitch swung on. And that's going to be good for a base hit to left field. Hammond will round first and head back. And the Hornets get their leadoff hitter on base. Going to bring up Andrew White.
White 1 for 2 on the day here. Second game here, I guess I should say. This being the second game of a doubleheader.
Strickler throws over to first. Hammond back. And White, appropriately enough, swinging a white bat. Here's the pitch. Runner goes from first. High throw to second. Not in time. Hammond is safe at second with the stolen base. Well, Andrew White gets as a runner in scoring position now. There's the pitch. White squares to bunt. Pulls the bat back. It's outside for a ball. White lays down the bunt, but it's foul.
A second ago, you saw Gage Hammond there with his leadoff, possibly trying to distract the pitcher. Maybe he also thinks he has a bead on the catcher's signs, which would be why the catcher would go out to have some words with Strickler. Maybe switch up the signs a little bit.
Good point, Nick. It's a 1-ball, 2-strike count on White. Well, that may take the bunt out of play here.
Yeah, no better feeling for a base runner than thinking you're stealing some signs.
And maybe that's the fake out. Maybe Hammond doesn't really know, but maybe he's trying to get Huron to think about it. There's a swing and a weak grounder to the pitcher. Hammond caught in the pickle. He's tagged out.
Never called him, though. Must not have got him.
No. I thought he tagged him, but Hammond over to second, or over to third, rather. And White gets all the way down to second. The runner's at second and third, nobody down. And that's going to bring out the coach to the mound to have a little discussion with the entire infield.
That third base umpire was right there in front of that whole pickle. Could see the whole situation.
Well, even Hammond had slipped on his way, trying to get to third, and had the opportunity there, but umpire called Hammond safe, no tag. Now take a look at that on the replay here. Hammond had just slipped. Third baseman lunged for him. I think maybe the argument is that maybe Hammond was out of the baseline. And maybe that was the point the coach is trying to make, that he would have been out by being out of the baseline, but umpire did not see it that way. Well, Hammond safe at third, White safe at second. that'll bring Justin Goike to the plate. Another golden opportunity for the Hornets. Swung on and grounder into right field. That should score 2. One runner crosses the plate. White will stay at third. Oh, that'll make it 4-1 in favor of the Hornets. And runners at first and third. Still nobody down, and that's going to bring Austin Hawk to the plate.
Goike, just a nice piece of hitting there. Got up there, saw that first pitch opportunity, knocked it right over the second baseman's head, who was playing a little bit in.
Now, can't blame the Rats for playing in, trying to save some runs from scoring. Stay in this game. It's top of the 5th inning. Strickler fakes the throw over to first. And now the Saline coach comes out. Looks like he might have been arguing a balk call.
Coach Tyson with, again, 20 years experience here at Saline High School, 26 total coaching high school baseball. So he's going to go and plead his case to that.
Well, the umpires are conferring right now.
Now everything is getting explained.
Well, no balk call. Seems to be the final determination.
You know, in any sport, it's rare for a referee umpire to reverse a call, but you go out and you plead your case. Maybe you get the next close one is the whole idea.
Strickler's pitch is way inside. Nearly hits Hawk.
Let's see that possibly balk again. See the feet shuffle and the turn.
Looks like he came to a complete stop before wheeling. There's a line shot into left field. That'll drop for a base hit. White will score. Goike stays at second, or stops at second, rather. And Hawk has a single and a run batted in. And Saline leads 5-1 now. And we're going to have a pitching change. Looks like Victor Phillips is going to come on in relief here in Game 2, as he did in Game 1. Strickler will head out to the outfield. And Phillips will take his warm-up tosses.
Phillips with that little bit of a sidearm motion, effective the one batter he faced in the last game. Coach Bigham hopes to get the same results here, probably with a little more batters faced, I'd imagine. You can also kind of see him kicking around the dirt, making sure his landing area is proper. He's a little bit shorter than the last Huron hurler, so he doesn't want to come down on anything strange or bumpy.
You do that, you twist an ankle real easy.
So 2 runs in so far for Saline this inning. 5 for the game.
A pretty close game up until this inning. Just a 2-run lead for Saline. Strickler is pitching pretty well, but Saline with an opportunity to really break the game open. Still no will be down. Runners on first and second. Designated hitter A.J. Korzik is going to come to the plate once Phillips is done with his warm-up pitches.
And the catcher will trot out there. hand the ball off, and we'll see what we can do here.
Now pitching for Huron, number 3, Victor Phillips.
So we'll be up to Victor Phillips here to be damage control.
Number 18,
He'll inherit 2 runners.
AJ Corson.
With AJ Korzik coming in, 0 for 1, and was hit by a pitch.
Here's a pitch from Phillips. Korzik was squaring to bunt. Pitch is up high, ball 1. Oh, Phillips looks the runner back to second base. Nobody there covering.
The guy at second might not know that.
Goike with a big lead off a second. Now the pitch. It's inside. Nearly hit Korzik. Now Phillips looked to throw to second base and catch Goike, but neither middle infielder really getting over there in time for the throw, so Goike back safely. Again, big lead by Goike there at second base. And the pitch is in the dirt and to the backstop. That'll advance both runners to second and third.
Korzik now with a big opportunity. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 runners in scoring position. Probably taken, though.
Here's the pitch. And that'll drop in for a strike. Oh, Phillips gets the sign. Here's the pitch. And that's way inside. Ball 4. Korzik will head down to first. That's going to load him up.
Number 3, the catcher, Trent Tyson.
They'll bring Trent Tyson to the plate.
Trent Tyson already this game, 1 for 1 with a triple and an RBI. 2 runs scored. This young man's having a nice game.
Here's the pitch from Phillips. It's inside. That goes to the backstop. All runners advance to get another run across the plate. It'll make it Saline 6 and Huron 1. And carbon copy of what the situation was beforehand. Runners at second and third. Still nobody out.
And Tyson picks up the easiest RBI of his career.
Here's a pitch from Phillips. Swung on. Bouncer to second base. Throw to first for the out. And we got the runner trapped between second and third once again. Runner scores for Saline's 7th run. The runner is out now. 2 outs for Saline. But the run scores, it makes it Saline 7 and Huron 1.
Andrew Valentine.
And I pretty much have no idea how to score that one.
Andrew Valentine to the plate, and he gets plunked. And he will head down to first base.
Number 9, the right fielder, Justin Barnes.
Phillips comes in and pretty wild since he came on to pitch.
Yeah, just hasn't caught his groove yet, it seems like.
He fakes a throw to first. Pitch is outside. Next pitch is on the way. It's low, ball 2. Justin Barnes at the plate. Here's the pitch, swung on. That's a foul down the first base line. That pitch is hit. Barnes is hit. He heads down to first. And Phillips' wildness continues. Well, runners at first and second. I'll bring up the left fielder, Stephen Hastings.
Number 4, the left fielder, Stephen Hastings.
Hastings 1 for 2 today. Big opportunity for him to keep this rally going, though.
Here's the pitch, swung on. Pop up on the infield. Weatherspoon makes the catch for the third out. But Saline scores 4 times here in the top of the 5th, and they widen their lead to 7-1 over Huron, heading to the bottom of the 5th, right here on City TV Sports.
Bottom of the 5th starting off here. It looks like we're going to have Joe Cleary stepping up to the plate for DJ Haynes.
Number 7, Joe Cleary.
Well, Cleary steps in. Here's a pitch from Vaccaro. Down low. Oh, fly ball lifted to right field. The center fielder will come over and catch it in front of the right fielder for out number 1.
Long run for the center field to go make that one.
Number 1, the shortstop, Beach Sims.
Now top of the order for the River Rats in Meech Sims.
Sims 2 for 2 so far today. Looking to add to that.
Here's a pitch, swung on.
And he does.
And grounder through the hole into left field for a single for Sims. And he continues his perfect day, 3 for 3.
Number 3, the pitcher, Victor Phillips.
Oh, Victor Phillips, who took over on the mound in the last inning for Huron, steps to the plate. Pitch is swung on. Fly ball to right field. And trapped it. Oh, Phillips will be safe at first, so runners at first and second. And the Rats are starting to make some noise here in the bottom of the fifth.
Yeah, you know Victor Phillips is feeling good dropping that ball in after coming into pitch there.
Yeah, it started a little bit in that top of the fifth inning. Nasheed Bass at the plate, swung on. That's a drive up the gap, all the way to the fence. Oh, Bass will cruise into second. And Sims will score. Oh, Phillips over to third. And Saline scores another, or Huron scores another run. That makes it 7-2. Runners at second and third, just one out.
Seen some good swings from the River Rats here this inning.
First pitch on the outside corner for strike one. And another one dropping in for strike two.
DeJoven 0 for 2 so far this game. He's actually made the third out. Both innings he's appeared today.
Well, the next
Probably
pitch
not going to happen.
DeJoven inside, ball one. We'll make it a 1-2 count. Macaro with the pitch, swung on. Grounder to second. Throw over to first is in time for the out. Another run will score for Huron. Make it a 7-3 game. 2 outs.
Number 12, the designated hitter, David Leipold.
Well, runner at third, 2 outs for David Leipold. Here's the pitch. In for a strike.
Leipold 2 for 2 here with a run scored.
Another pitch in for strike two. Vaccaro gets the sign. Takes a look at the runner at third. That pitch is high and outside. There's a swing and a foul tip. Leipold just stays alive.
See Leipold there, no batting gloves. That's definitely a rarity.
And there's a strike on the outside corner. Leipold is caught looking for the third out. Huron scores a couple, closes the gap to 7-3, heading to the top of the sixth inning here on City TV Sports.
The concession stand is open, and remaining pizza is half price. So stop at the concession stand, get some pizza, something to drink, or some other snacks.
Done it more for Gus. Oh, he's right. That's right. I did hear about that.
Number 2, the center fielder, Gage Hammond.
Gage Hammond will lead it off for the Hornets. First pitch is a ball.
Last time at the plate, Hammond singled and stole a base. Ended up getting knocked in that big inning for Saline.
Next pitch is way inside. Phillips still pawing at that mound. Does not seem to be completely settled. Next pitch is swung on. Grounder to third. Long throw over. In time for the out.
Number 7, second baseman.
One out. It's going to bring Andrew White to the plate. Pitch from Phillips is in the dirt. Ball 1.
White reached on fielder's choice last inning. Again, scored.
Pitch is on the outside corner. Strike 1. Pitch is swung on and foul tip behind the plate. Looks next offering inside. White had to scoot out of the way of that one. Next pitch is swung on. Bouncer to short. Throw over to first. A little bit of a high throw, but in time for the out. 2 up and 2 down for the Hornets. That's going to bring Justin Goike to the plate.
Number 25, the first baseman, Justin Goike.
Pitch is swung on and fouled. Out of play, down the third baseline.
Lucky fan from probably Ann Arbor, Michigan, taking that one home.
Probably. Either that or returning it to the umpire. Next pitch from Phillips is swung on. And grounded to first. Unassisted for the third out. Phillips a much better inning. 1-2-3, down go the Hornets. And we head to the bottom of the 6th with Saline, the 7-3 lead.
Number 9, the second baseman, Jonathan Weatherspoon.
Weatherspoon starting this inning off. Struck out looking his last time at bat, but definitely wants to keep things going here, keep the momentum for Huron.
Oh, Vaccaro back on the mound for the Hornets. First pitch is in for strike 1. Next one on the way. Inside. Ball 1. And I'll make it a count of 2-1 on Weatherspoon. Pitch is swung on and grounded to second. Throw to first, or the first out of the inning. It's going to bring up Max Tiener.
Number 10, the first baseman, Max Tiener.
Tiener with a triple and an RBI in that second inning for the Riverettes.
Pitch drops in for strike 1. That one in the dirt. Another one in the dirt, ball 2. Pitch is swung on, fouled out of play. That'll even it in 2-2. And there's a called third strike, and Tiener is out. 2 outs.
Number 8, the catcher, Luke Johns.
Luke Johns up to the plate for Huron. Swung on, weak grounder to third. Long throw over in time for the out. And the Rats go down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 6th. We head to the top of the 7th with Saline up 7-3 over Huron here on City TV Sports. Victor Phillips back to the mound to start the 7th inning. He came on in the 5th inning for Huron. Finished the 5th, pitched the 6th, and is out here for the top of the 7th.
Yeah, Phillips really seemed to have calmed down after those first couple of batters he faced. Seems to have caught his groove a little bit better. There's the old coming down. And number 17, Austin Hawk, is going to come in.
Now ready to start the top of the 7th inning. First pitch from Phillips is in for a strike. Second one way outside. Ball 1. Next one is inside. I'll make it 2-1. Phillips gets set. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Good hitters count for Austin Hawk, 3-1. Here's the pitch, swung on. Foul down the third baseline. A little check swing. That'll roll foul.
There's the old oops swing.
Here's the pitch from Phillips. Swung on. Grounded to short. Big hop. Throw over to first. In time for the out. One down. A.J. Korzik will come to the plate.
Number 18, the designated hitter, A.J. Korzik.
Korzik 0 for 1 on the day, but he's been hit by a pitch and then been walked as well.
First pitch from Phillips, in for strike.
So the old on-base percentage is doing pretty good so far.
Next one on the way, swung on. Foul down the third baseline. Next pitch is on the way, swung on. Deep short, there's going to be no throw. And Korzik's going to be safe at first with a single.
Just a hard hit ball there. Not a whole lot the third baseman's going to do about that one, honestly.
Number 3, go Dave!
Trent Tyson will be the next batter in the Hornets lineup. Phillips pitches inside for ball one.
Freshman lefty, 1 for 2 today. The triple, couple RBIs.
Next one on the way inside. Next pitch is a strike on the outside corner. A nice pitch there from Phillips on that delivery. And Phillips fakes a throw to first. Next pitch. In for strike 2. The runner goes. And that's going to drop in. That's going to be foul, excuse me. Down the third baseline, just foul. Long run for the left fielder, couldn't get to it. Well, Korzik will return to first.
Saline trying the old hit and run here in the top of the 7th.
I like to get that 5-run lead. Kind of makes them safe for the bottom of the 7th. Or safer, I should say. There's the pitch, and it's outside. This pitch is swung on. Fly ball to right field. It's caught for the out. And Korzik gets back to first. Korzik running on the pitch. Was all the way to second and had to get back quickly after the out was recorded. 2 outs. That'll bring up Andrew Valentine. First pitch is swung on and foul back.
Valentine, victim of a hit by pitch last at bat.
Runner goes on the pitch, and that's going to go into center field. And Korzik will get up and head over to third on the wild throw. A.J. Korzik over at third now. RBI opportunity for Valentine with 2 outs. Gonna need a base hit here from Valentine to score that run. Here's the pitch from Phillips. Swung on. Grounded to short. Big hop. Throw over to first. In time for the out. And that'll do it for Saline to get a run to the third, but no farther. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning with Saline leading Huron 7-3 here on City TV Sports. No pinch hitting for the River Rats. Zach Nickisher. First pitch called strike. Nickisher played in Game 1. First appearance here in Game 2. Here's the pitch from Vaccaro down in the dirt.
Nickisher 0 for 3 in that first game, but he did hit the ball pretty hard a few times.
This one on the way, outside. 2-1.
So Coach Bigham, knowing this is last chance saloon here for the River Rats, trying to throw out the lefty. Get things started for him.
It just swung on and fouled off. Delivery on the way inside. Outside for ball 4. Nickisher draws a walk to open the 7th inning.
And he's promptly removed from the game. But he did his job.
Got on base, that's right. That's going to bring the leadoff hitter, Meech Sims, to the plate. Sims with a perfect day in this game 2, 3 for 3, looking to add to that total. Vaccaro gets the sign. Here's a pitch swung on. Fly ball to right field. That'll be caught for out number 1. Sims out for the first time in game number 2. Oh, man on and man out. He's going to bring Victor Phillips to the plate.
I'd hate to think that you jinxed him saying perfect game when he came to the plate there.
Yeah.
But you can only blame announcers so much.
Sometimes you have the magic touch. Pitch from Vaccaro outside for ball 1. Next one swung on. Grounder to second. Throw to first in time for out number 2. Warner advances down to second base. Oh, 2 outs now for Nasheed Bass. Pitch from Vaccaro outside.
Bass is going to be the last hope here for Huron. He's 3 for 3. 2 doubles so far.
Well, that pitch gets away from the catcher. He can't find it. Her will advance down to third base. Next one is outside. Pitch from Vaccaro in for a strike. And that is down low, ball 4. And Bass will head to first base with a walk. Runners at the corners. Bass extends the inning. And they'll bring Dominic DeGiovanni to the plate. Rat's going to need some last inning magic here. That pitch in for a strike.
They've definitely been waiting for their pitches this inning with 2 walks.
A swung on, grounder to second. Flip to second for the out, and that's going to do it. Saline comes away with a 7-3 victory here in game number 2, and they come away with the sweep of Huron on the road. I'd like to thank all the people that make this production possible. Our director in game 1, Greg McDonald. Audio and replay by Rob Cross. In game 2, they flipped positions. Rob Cross directed, and Greg McDonald was audio replay. Computer graphics by Dana Denha. Our camera guys, Paul Sutherland, Patrick Holobick, and Jim Slim McKinley. For Nick Wisniewski, this is Pete Poyer. Once again, the final in game 2 at Saline 7 and Huron 3.